Warning today on the Now, more businesses are allowing parents to bring their baby to work. It could be a big money saver, but ahead, we're looking into the concerns with this too. And seniors are taking control of their privacy after falling victim to hackers. The new type of classes that are offering seniors a digital checkup. And a college football fan who raised big money for charity is now facing backlash over tweets he made as a teen. We're getting a reality check on how much your posts matter.
Thank you, Annie. I'm Amanda Starantino, and this is the Now Indy on RTV6. The Northern Indiana community is taking preventative steps to protect residents from a rare and deadly mosquito-borne virus. So far, 8 people across the country have died from Eastern equine encephalitis, also known as Triple E. 4 horses and a cluster of mosquitoes in Elkhart County have tested positive, but there are no reported human cases in Indiana so far. The town of Bristol in Elkhart County wants to keep it that way, so they bought $500 worth of mosquito spray to give out free to residents.
So by giving them the ability to put on personal protection with mosquito spray, it gives them the ability to protect themselves when they go out, when they know they're going to be outside.
The Triple E virus can cause brain infections. Usually only 5 to 10 human cases of Triple E are reported every year. About 30% result in death. A member of the Metro Police K-9 unit is getting a new level of protection thanks to a generous donation. K-9 Siegfried will receive a bullet and stab protective vest from the nonprofit organization Vested Interests in K-9s, Inc. Siegfried will get his new gear in about 8 to 10 weeks. Vested Interest was established in 2009. Since then, they have provided more than 3,500 protective vests for K-9 officers across the U.S. Kyle.
We have reached the middle point of the week, and weather's changing a little bit. You notice those clouds have been sweeping back in across central Indiana, and the lucky few of us have been getting in on some rain showers out there. Storm Team 6 radar, though, we got to go in for a little closer view here to see where we've got some of this rain. Had a couple flashes of lightning a short time ago there around the Terre Haute area, but still some showers riding along Interstate 70, and then very hit and miss here. Northern Madison County, also around the Muncie area, still some spotty showers that will continue to move through. The majority of us are going to remain dry, though, for the next few hours. So if you are going to be heading out this evening, you may want to take that umbrella just in case here. Temperatures making it back into the 80s this afternoon. It's 80 degrees right now as our wind is light out of the south at 8 miles per hour. Your temperatures this evening, they'll slide back pretty quickly here once we get to around sunset. Numbers in the lower 70s, middle 60s by 10 o'clock with a southwest breeze and mostly cloudy skies. Annie?
President Trump continues to say he did nothing wrong on a phone call with Ukraine's president. Well, the White House releasing the full transcript of the call today. In it, the president does mention the possibility of Ukraine looking into Joe Biden, along with the help of Rudy Giuliani and the Attorney General. The phone call is tied to a whistleblower complaint, which prompted the announcement of an impeachment inquiry from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Well, Merriam-Webster says the number of lookups of the word impeach soared 3,600% on its website Tuesday. That's after, again, the House Speaker Pelosi's announcement. Well, our partners at Newsy are breaking down what the process looks like.
The president, vice president, and all civil officers can be impeached for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. The process starts in the House of Representatives. It can be initiated by a single representative or the House itself. The results of an investigation into the charges are presented to the House Judiciary Committee. The committee drafts articles of impeachment and votes on whether to send the charges to the full House for a vote. If the full House votes and approves by a simple majority, that person is officially considered impeached. The process then moves over to the Senate. A committee of representatives from the House act as the prosecutors in the Senate trial. The Senate plays the role of judge and jury unless it's the president being impeached. In that case, the Supreme Court's Chief Justice presides. The Senate must convict with a 2/3 vote.
Cigarette giants Philip Morris and Altria have called off a merger. The deal would have been worth $200 billion. The decision comes in the wake of a national crackdown on vaping. The Federal Trade Commission is suing the owner of several dating apps and sites. The FTC says Match Group, Inc. had fake ads like this one in an effort to get people to pay for subscriptions. The agency says those ads made people think there were others interested in them. Norwegian Cruise Lines joining in on the plastic crackdown. It will no longer offer single-use plastic bottles, that is. In 1 year, the company says it believes it used more than 6 million of the bottles. Well, getting back to our lineup, more businesses are giving new parents more time off. And now the latest benefit could be bringing your baby to work with you, which would be a big money saver. But ahead on the Now, we're looking into the concerns with this too.
Hurry in now.
Welcome back to the Now, Indy on RTV6. Good news for drivers who use the ramps connecting Kessler Boulevard North Drive to I-65 and West 38th Street. Construction is done, and the Department of Public Works reopened the ramps just a short time ago. Since early July, workers had been rebuilding the 4 ramps that opened in 1963. The project cost nearly $2 million. More than 21,000 vehicles use the ramps each day.
Smart devices could be the next outlet for job applications. McDonald's is now allowing you to start the job hunting process with the company via devices like Alexa. You simply have to say, Alexa, help me get a job at McDonald's. And experts say this is part of a growing trend of companies having to find unique ways to find potential employees in a tight job market. Well, more states are trying to help working parents by introducing new policies. California and Utah are the latest states to bring up infant at work policies. It would allow parents to bring their newborns to the office. Babies would be allowed in the workplace until they can crawl or reach 6 months. The programs are designed to promote bonding time between parents and children and as a way to encourage breastfeeding. Other states say it helps increase productivity. But one parenting expert tells us the theory is beneficial to families. However, babies can be distracting and sometimes unpredictable. So the policies may need to be modified.
An office, in many ways, depending on the office, may not be a suitable long-term place environment to stimulate a baby. Now, I think in those early months, all baby really needs is human contact. And so I think in those early months, it really is a wonderful plan.
This type of policy is also expected to save families a pretty big amount of money. Child Care Aware of America estimates that parents pay up to $8,700 a year for child care. Now, if babies can stay with their parents for at least 6 months, that's about $4,300 worth of savings. Right now, the legislation that Utah and California are considering would only apply to state workers. Well, getting back to the lineup, seniors are taking control of their privacy after falling victim to hackers.
In order to get my computer back, I had to pay them money, and it's no small amount.
He's 83 years old and isn't letting that happen again. Ahead on the Now, the new type of classes he and other seniors are taking to give them a digital checkup.
Working for you.
Turning to the Now news feed, Google cracking down on deep fakes. Those are videos that are digitally created to look like people saying things that they actually have never said. This is a big issue, especially for politicians and celebrities. Google is working to improve its detection service to pull these videos. A new report from the UN is furthering concerns surrounding climate change. It says sea levels are rising quicker than scientists expected. Researchers point to melting ice formations across the world. Well, a young climate activist receives a big honor. You likely have seen Greta Thunberg's speech to the UN this week, calling for them to take action. Well, she's now been named a winner of the Right Livelihood Award. Many acknowledge this as, quote, alternative Nobel Prize. Doctors say hormonal birth control should be available over the counter. That's the new recommendation from the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. The recommendation doesn't just include the pill. It also includes the patch, injection, and other forms of the hormone. Doctors say easier access to birth control would improve public health. Well, there's going to be a big need for healthcare workers in the coming years because of our aging baby boomers, that is. This type of job is projected to grow 14% by 2028. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says that's faster than the average for other jobs. We're talking adding nearly 2 million healthcare jobs in the next 9 years. Well, Walmart is trying to help its workers get in on these careers. It just started letting them apply to get bachelor's degrees in health science, health and wellness, and healthcare management and administration. They can also apply for career diploma programs for pharmacy technicians and opticians, but the programs cost $1 a day through Walmart's education benefit program. Now, Walmart needs workers for its pharmacies along with vision and hearing centers. So it's hoping people finish the programs and then fill these jobs. But you can work outside the company too. The healthcare classes are new for Walmart, but it has already been offering degree programs for business, supply chain, and technology.
It kind of calms the fear of going back to school, which is one of my biggest fears. I had this as a goal of mine for like a very long time, and just by chance reaching out for more information, I found out about all the benefits.
Raphael, who you just heard from, is a Walmart associate and has been taking advantage of the degree programs. He says they have a lot of different coaches that help guide you through the process, so it makes it a much smoother transition to start school. And Walmart says more than 1,300 associates from all 50 states have been accepted into at least one of its degree programs. Nearly free college tuition or tuition assistance is a benefit for more companies, more companies have been adding as they try to draw workers in. Disney, Taco Bell, JetBlue, and Starbucks are just some of those companies offering these benefits now. A warning from the Federal Trade Commission. The agency says to be cautious about commercials that you see regarding potential lawsuits against pharmaceutical companies. The FTC says the ads from law firms may lead consumers to believe that a medication has been recalled when it hasn't. It has sent letters to 7 firms as a result. Experts stress you should talk with your doctors about any concerns surrounding prescriptions.
Thanks, Annie. Before Amazon, there was Sears. The department store sold almost everything out of a catalog delivered to your front door, but those days are long gone. Working for you, John Matarese shows what to do if you still have Sears products or warranties so you don't waste your money.
Sears and Kmart will be closing dozens more stores this fall, leaving many people with none of their stores within a 4-hour drive. And many longtime shoppers now worry what this means for their warranties or this holiday season's layaway.
This is a 1975 Sears catalog.
Sandy Coffey remembers when the Sears catalog was her Amazon.
We used to order from here all the time.
She reminisces about buying her kids' clothing.
Pajamas 3 for $10, tough skins, couldn't wear them out.
Every fall, she would drive to Kmart to put holiday gifts on layaway.
Pick out what we wanted for the kids and go put a couple dollars down and then pay it weekly. By Christmas time, it's paid for.
But it's ending now in many communities as Sears closes another 100 stores. Kmart is also shutting many remaining locations. With so many Sears stores closing and for a lot of customers, no Sears within a 2, 3, or 4-hour drive, the question is, where are they going to go for help with their Craftsman mowers, their Kenmore appliances, and more?
Stove, refrigerators, dishwashers.
Like Sandy, many of us have Kenmore appliances, but Sears remains in business. A spokeswoman telling us you should start by calling Sears customer service. Tires and battery warranties will be honored at authorized tire centers. Craftsman tools and mowers can be exchanged at Lowe's. And for Kenmore appliances, check Kenmore.com. If you love layaway, you'll still find it at Walmart, Burlington Coat, many TJ Maxx and Marshall stores. But for Sandy, it's not quite the same.
That does make me sad. They were a staple.
Sears and Kmart remain in business at this point, so the good news is you can still call the company or reach out to its website for warranty help so you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese for RTV6.
Thank you, John, and hopefully you're getting a chance to enjoy the break in the summer warmth that we've had, maybe heading out there to White River State Park and taking a little stroll. We'll have some pretty good weather for it, but, you know, fall officially arrived earlier in the week. We don't get to our equal day and nighttime, though, until tomorrow. That's when we'll have that sunrise at 7:36 in the morning, and then 7:36 in the evening is when that sun will set. Not going to see a whole lot of the sun out there this evening with the increased cloud cover, and from that we do have a couple of showers, a few of those around Madison and Delaware counties, but this one here in eastern Vigo County, east of Terre Haute now, has had a little more lightning with it. We're not going to see any severe weather here, but a couple of these rumbles of thunder as this continues to slide east along Interstate 70 there into Clay County. Temperature right now in downtown 80 degrees. It's 75 in Kokomo with mostly cloudy skies, and you made it back into the lower 80s in Bloomington with a southwest breeze. breeze. Tonight, those skies will gradually start to clear out, so any of those isolated showers will be out of here, I think, right around sunset or shortly after. Our temperature, 56 degrees, and then a lot of sunshine coming our way for our Thursday. That will see those temperatures getting close to 70 here as we get late morning. That'll be where we are for your lunch hour, right at 70 degrees, 72 at 2 o'clock, and afternoon numbers will make their way into the middle 70s. So not quite as warm tomorrow because we got that cold front moving through with a couple of those showers this evening. Your high 73 in Kokomo Thursday afternoon. Anderson at 75. We'll see numbers along I-70 in the middle 70s here and upper 70s, close to 80 degrees already tomorrow afternoon in Bedford and Seymour. Bloomington at 76. End of the week here, Friday. We'll start off with temperatures in the 50s, but look at how quickly they're going to warm back into the 80s here as we get a southwest breeze at about 10 to 15 miles per hour for us. Next few days of your forecast, partly sunny skies, heating things back up, highs in the middle 80s this weekend.
It's really on us to take our online security into our own hands, especially for seniors. And now a new type of class is offering a digital checkup.
This computer thing has me buffaloed.
Pierre Vidoni is 83 years old and decided to sign up for a digital class at his local library.
Young people less than 50 years old grew up with computers.
But older folks,
we have a difficult time catching on to the nuances of computers.
Many of them say, well, I feel stupid.
Amy Hallback teaches the Privacy Online class.
And they're nervous about interacting in the online world.
From malware, internet scams, and phishing, it's easy for anyone to get taken advantage of online.
I don't worry too much about privacy. My wife does, but not I.
But Amy says he should be concerned. According to the Journal of Public Health, between 2 to 3 million seniors get scammed each year. And a few years ago, that was Pierre. Hackers took over his home screen and locked him out of his computer.
In order to get my computer back, I had to pay him money. And it's no small amount. It added up to about $800.
Sadly, his family had a few things to say.
Teased me to no end for falling for it.
After taking classes and practicing keeping his identity private online, Pierre says he had to learn his lesson the hard way.
But now, anytime there's somebody that's asking for something that I'm not asking for, I just erase it.
Let's check in on the Now News feed. A vaping bust in Minnesota leads to big results. Police seized more than 75,000 cartridges with high concentrations of THC. Investigators believe they were targeting children because they were brightly colored and had cartoons on them. Well, following his first year in prison, Bill Cosby finds himself with a big legal bill. Right now, he owes $2.75 million. Cosby was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for drugging and assaulting Andrea Constant. Amazon is taking employee benefits to a whole new level. It just launched a new virtual health clinic for workers. The program, Amazon Care, also allows the opportunity for people to have nurses make in-home visits. And right now, it's only for staff in Seattle. Well, an alarming story out of South Carolina involving social media. Police say an 11-year-old boy took his brother's car and drove 200 miles to meet a man he met on Snapchat. He said he was going there to live with him. Fortunately, the boy stopped at a restaurant because he got lost, and that's where a police officer spotted him. The boy was reunited with his family shortly after. Well, if you downloaded Apple's newest operating system, we have a safety warning for you. The company says if you put keyboards from a third party on your phone, it can give other people access to your phone. This is the second known issue with the iOS 13 software. Apple will be sending out a fix for it. Ford has announced plans to launch driverless vehicles in another city. The automaker saying the cars will come to Austin in 2021. Now, Ford had initially announced the program would be in Miami and Washington, D.C. The vehicles will be used as part of a commercial service. Well, ahead in our lineup, a college football fan who raised big money for charity is now the latest person facing backlash over tweets that he made as a teen. The conversation you need to be having with your kids. That's a lesson for all of us.